what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of B is for Build. We're here working on the R34 GTR. Today's episode we're going to be focused on the back here. So we don't have our bumper wrapped, we're going to get that done. There's some wide body extensions, we got taillight housings, and we have a carbon fiber rear trunk lid with a little like duckbill spoiler option, and then we have a wing option. I have no idea how all this is going to look and what we're going to use on all of it by the end, but it's going to be pretty great. Oh, and exhaust too. Stay tuned! Well, we started our day in a really weird way. We built a table, kind of. Table hacking with the guys at B is for Build. So we had like the white table got really messed up over the last few years. This was Oscar's shooting table, and then I bought him a new table to replace this table. So now we adopted this table, but I've hated how dirty and it looked in white. So we sprayed the whole thing with truck bed liner, and it's kind of drying up, and we're just huffing paint fumes, chilling. And I think at this point we've huffed enough paint fumes. We think it's a good idea. So yeah, we got a table because we're gonna build some exhaust today on it. This is some of the exhaust that came off of the car, and we'll jump into that in a second. So let's start talking about what we're gonna be working on today. Oscar's gonna be working on exhaust. It's kind of a complicated thing. Doesn't need to be, but the EPA makes it that way. So to stay EPA compliant with this car, we need to run stock downpipes and cats. So we're gonna do that so we don't have any big legal issues, because I don't have a great track record with that. I went on the internet and I found somebody selling some stock ones. I bought them and we installed them. They're under the car right now, so there's really nothing to show you. It's a very easy install and we don't need to look under there, and they're there. So now we're custom building the mid pipe going back, and then we're gonna do a kind of double resonator exhaust system, and that's gonna be our exhaust for this vehicle. So our mid pipe has some problems. I think our table's dry enough, we can put it on there now. The mid pipe got crimped twice in the crash. So Oscar is going to be cutting this thing apart, uncrimping it, and we'll weld in some pieces. Basically, we just want to make this whole thing out of stainless, and we have a lot of stainless scrap thanks to our friend over at ETS. So we're going to be kind of cutting out some of these bends, welding in some pie cuts, and getting that in there, and then we move on to resonators for the rest of our exhaust. And I think it's going to sound very, very good. While Oscar is working on that, Kyle and I are going to be focusing on the back end. We've got taillight surrounds, trunk lids, trunk lid additions, spoilers, stuff like that. We had to unbox a lot of stuff that came in from China and see how it looks. All right, more carbon bits for the GTR. So you guys can kind of see the theme here. I wanted to get a lot of carbon on this car, so we got carbon up there, carbon's going in there, and then we have the carbon, lots of carbon here in the back. I wanted it to look like, you know, it was like color and carbon, like a little half and half. So we've got a carbon fiber trunk lid, carbon fiber rear ducktail, carbon fiber spoiler, carbon fiber exhaust protector dealy. Goal is to get all this stuff installed in this episode, so let's get started. Overall, I will say the quality of this carbon fiber I'm really happy with, but I haven't test fit any of it on the car, and that's where you really see like how good the fitment is. But as far as the finish, it's fantastic. I found all of these off of eBay Motors, just searching around for my car. Found ones that fit. There's a little bit of wait time because these were created in China and shipped to us, but looks pretty good so far. So I'm excited to see how they'll fit. We're gonna go ahead and install this trunk lid first. We got the trunk on here. So far fitment is really good on the trunk. The height is not set right now as far as the mounting height because we don't have the rear latching mechanism in here. And once that latches in, then we'll have some bumpers that it can land on, and then the rear latching mechanism. The rear light spot gets covered by this guy that I bought. I really like this, and I like this combo. But we are also going to run a spoiler. So the next thing that we're gonna do is be test fitting the spoiler to look at mounting locations. These are the feet that it uses. They're real nice and beefy. And then these are the stands, which are also really thick. That's almost half-inch thick aluminum, which is really cool. So we're gonna go ahead and do like a mock assembly of that, and then see where we like it landing on the trunk, so we can start to figure out where we're gonna be punching holes in our trunk. Damn, this looks good. I am so happy with this combo. So you'll notice this isn't the stock R34 GTR wing. That wing is very cool, but with this car, since we are doing an over extra wide body and that it's very different being an R35 underneath, I didn't want to just go like OEM everything. So that's why I added this little add-on to the trunk, and I got a different style wing, and I'm very, very happy about this wing. Good construction, good fitment, and I'm just really happy with the way that it looks now that we lowered the car down. So some wings on R34s tend to be really, really high and like make it level with the roof. Some tend to be pretty low. This is right in the middle, and it's not centered, so don't mind that. But you know, if you're just standing here, you can barely see it peeking over the roof. And then as you come to the side, it's great. Width-wise, it's gonna be a little bit more that way, which makes the width exactly where I would want it for myself. So I'm very, very happy with this. We are gonna be mounting this. That's probably one of the last things that we will do though. So we're moving on to the next step. So I don't know if you saw in the time lapse, but we were testing up our taillight housings. These are our taillights, and when I first got this car, I looked at all these taillight lenses and saw that each lens was broken in some way, and so they needed to be replaced. The surrounds are good, this red part, but the lenses are all broken. So I bought all new internals for this, and we got kind of lucky because they come with extra, well, they come with the new, all this black plastic that you see here, all new mounting things, because this is a mounting point that's broken, this one's broken, that one's there, and that one's broken. So this would have been nearly impossible to bolt into the car the right way anyways. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now is take the face of these off, the surround off of this old taillight, and put them on some brand new taillights. Oh, and we're gonna wrap them. Alright guys, it's the next day. Oscar got the exhaust finished. I had to do medical stuff all day, so I wasn't part of it, but you obviously saw it on film, and let me show you it on the car. So I'm really happy with the way that this looks. This is 3-inch all the way back. So Oscar really only used the flange off of the mid pipe that was all mangled up. So it goes flange, we got a resonator way back there, snakes around, goes under the subframe, back out to our muffler here. So we're going one resonator, one muffler, stock cats. It should be a good sound, not annoyingly loud, but still loud enough that you know what RPM you're at. And I do want to point out that all of these bends and stuff like that, these 3-inch mandrel bends, those were provided to us by our friends over at ETS, Extreme Turbo Systems. Those guys have always been super helpful with us, and they build awesome performance parts for cars. And when they go to build an exhaust, if a piece gets like a little marred or a little scratched or a little something from the machine, and if they don't like it, well, sometimes they give it to us, and that's how we are able to make all these awesome stainless steel exhausts and not break the bank. So thanks to ETS, I'll put a link in the description. We love all the help that we get from you guys. So Kyle's still working on wrapping the taillight faces. We got a couple scratches in here that he's putting some body filler on, and these are almost ready to get wrapped and reassembled. Oscar and I are gonna work on mounting the wing. We're gonna go ahead and mount the wing to our carbon fiber trunk. It's pretty simple. We're just gonna do a lot of math, drill a few holes, bolt it in there. There's not a lot to it. Damn, this wing looks so good. I am so happy with this wing install. So it's like, it's really, really on here. It's not going anywhere. It's very, very sturdy. I am super, super happy with this. I thought this wing was gonna be a little bit of a gamble. A lot of people go with the traditional straight across wing. I really wanted to do something a little bit different. I found this one on eBay, picked it up, and I am so happy with it. Like, just the construction of it is great. The carbon fiber work is really, really great, but also just the design and engineering of it is awesome. and our carbon fiber trunk lid was strong enough to be able to mount into. So I am really, really happy with how that turned out and how it looks. It looks fantastic from every angle too, so that's great. And you guys saw that we finally got the surrounds finished and they're all wrapped up. And we got our brand new light lenses in them. So this is what it looks like from the back. All this is brand new stuff. Wiring harness is old. And then we got the nice LED lens kit and we got them all wrapped up. So we're gonna be installing two things right now. We're gonna do the surrounds right here. And then this is our little trunk lip add-on that's gonna go right back here. And it covers up where that tail light, that trunk light used to go. So it's gonna go right here. Took a little bit of time, but we finally got it all finished. So that's the old surround with all the new lighting stuff. So these are brand new lenses that I found on eBay, and they're actually really inexpensive, and it looks phenomenal. So now we're gonna move over to the rear bumper. It's kind of the same story. I got some new lenses right here. We're going double clear instead of, they usually JDM goes one clear, one red. I'm just gonna do double clear because that's what I bought a long time ago. And we're gonna get the lenses in there, and then we gotta wrap this rear bumper. This is gonna be a very, very challenging piece to wrap because of the huge ledge it has right here, but we'll just do our best and get it all wrapped up. How long did it take us to wrap the rest of the car? We did it in 2 days, right?
Yeah.
2 days. It took an entire day to wrap the bumper.
We are not good at wrapping bumpers.
It was a hard piece, but these guys got it done. It is really late at night, so we're not gonna fully fit everything up. We're gonna do that in the next episode. Remember, there's add-on pieces here. There's lower accessory pieces that kind of match our side skirts. There's a few more things in here to come. There's a carbon fiber over exhaust bit, but we wanted to get the rear bumper on there. I was wrong about the rear light inserts. I thought I had clear and clear. I actually have clear and red like the JDM style, so we're going with the authentic look. And overall, this looks so good. I'm really, really happy with the way that the back of this car ended up looking. Like, this is fantastic. I cannot wait to drive it. Koenig also sent us a bunch more wheels to test out. They read your guys' comments that you don't like the wheels, so we're gonna try a bunch of other wheels and see how they look on the car. We've got 6 wheels sitting inside to test out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for subscribing. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!